Southern California, similarly to Sydney, is comprised of different microclimates. Coastal areas are safeguarded by their proximity to the water, while inland zones see warmer environments. On the 8th of July 2017, the mercury soared to 98 degrees in downtown Los Angeles, shattering the previous record of 95 degrees set 131 years ago in 1886. Temperatures are forecasted to increase. However, if the world takes a collaborative effort to reduce greenhouse gases, temperatures would not increase as much. In April 2015, Mayor Garcetti released the Sustainable City Plan, a roadmap for a LA that is environmentally healthy, economically prosperous, and equitable in opportunity for all, consisting of short and long-term goals. Mayor Garcetti vowed to decrease the average temperature in the city by 3 degrees Fahrenheit over the next 20 years. Examples to meet the target included studying the benefits of planting trees, installing cool pavements, and cool roofs. In November 2016, the CPUC dedicated $80 million of funds to a new multifamily whole building energy efficiency retrofit program for rent-restricted multifamily housing. Services will comprise of full financing and implementation of high-efficiency central air conditioning, water heaters, and lighting. This plays an important part in meeting the state's ambition of doubling energy efficiency by 2030 and ensuring that low-income citizens benefit from cleaner, healthier, and more affordable housing. In December 2016, LA adopted into law the existing Building Energy and Water Efficiency Ordinance. Buildings must benchmark and publish their annual energy and water consumption levels, and the regulation also necessitates landlords of inefficient buildings to improve building performance with energy and water audits and retrofitting. By 2025, this ordinance will have reduced energy use by 7%, cut greenhouse gas emissions by 10%, and saved $368 million on utility bills. Property owners in LA County may be eligible for the PACE program, which allows businesses to finance on-site energy efficiency, renewable energy, and water-saving improvements, which are repaid through a special assessment on the business's property taxes. For example, the LA Hilton completed a $7 million PACE finance retrofit. It resulted in projected yearly savings of $800,000 in energy, material, and maintenance costs, and $28,000 in water savings per year. A zero net energy building produces as much energy as it consumes. California's Building Energy Efficiency Standards Title 24 has more Californian buildings closer to zero net energy than any other state in the country. It set objectives to realize zero net energy by 2020 for all new residential buildings and by 2030 for all new commercial and 50% of existing commercial buildings. Solar photovoltaic arrays cover the roof of LA's first zero net energy Hanover Olympic apartments. Energy efficient features include built-in Nest thermostats, iPad minis for energy tracking, occupancy sensors, along with eco-green finishes. LA has the most installed solar power of any city in the US and have put up enough solar in the last year to power over 12,000 homes. The San Pedro Westmont Solar Project is the largest rooftop solar system in the world at 2 million square foot of solar panels estimated to produce up to 16.4 megawatts of power for the LA Department of Water and Power. LA is also the first US city to authorize accelerated solar roof permitting online for residential solar projects. That has reduced interconnection waiting times from a year to 2 weeks. LA has achieved the nation's most aggressive electric vehicle procurement goal, having the most pure and largest municipal battery electric vehicle fleet of any US city. Over 250 battery electric vehicles include the city's motor pool fleets and 150 LAPD cars, the largest EV police force in the country. LA is the first city in the US to roll out an electric vehicle car share program intended to serve low-income residents. And with over 1,300, LA has the most publicly available electric vehicle chargers of any US city. In 2014, LA passed an ordinance that required new and renovated buildings to install lighter coloured roofs with high solar reflectance ratings. About 12,000 of these cool roofs have now been installed so far to absorb less heat, lower temperatures, and reduce energy consumption. Cool roofs technology can save an average of 7 to 5% on cooling costs. Ice Energy is the leading provider of distributed thermal energy storage solutions. The ice battery stores electricity by drawing power from the grid at non-peak times to freeze water in a special container. Then at peak times, ice energy systems take effect and use ice to cool the area that the air conditioning unit usually serves. Ice Energy has partnered with NRG Energy to deliver 1,800 ice batteries to commercial and industrial buildings served by electric utility Southern California Edison. The units are anticipated to decrease air conditioning bills by up to 40% and remove 200,000 tonnes of CO2 over the next 2 decades. Ice Energy with Southern California Public Power Authority are to offer 1 megawatt of residential storage, approximately 100 iSpare 20s. At 9.6 kilowatts per iSpare 20, it will potentially add nearly 1 megawatt of new energy storage and peak demand reduction capacity to the SCPPA network, saving energy, improving efficiency, and reducing emissions. In June 2017, Ice Energy announced that it had entered into an agreement calling for Apricus Australia to become its exclusive distributor in Australia. Sydney faces similar challenges as LA, such as thermal inequity, the concentration of poorer people in hotter places such as Western Sydney, who are further from the city's coastlines. LA laws and incentives to combat climate change shows good examples to ensure that all residents, including the disadvantaged households, can benefit from urban greening and water energy efficient initiatives. LA is leading the way for other US cities, tackling climate change and urban heat with an ambitious sustainable city plan, ordinance, and incentives for a better environment, economy, and equity for all.